Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Danny Boy versus Nesh, and this is going to be another Funky Friday video, and this is a series where on Fridays I go ahead and I go over some funky decks. And with that being said, let's hop right into the match, and then we are going to see Nesh win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Also, make sure to go check out Nesh's Discord. I'll leave a link down below in the description. It's the Coliseum. And we're going to see 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. And then Nesh will go ahead and decide to be going first. Opening hands, we have Card Destruction, Kaiju, Danger Jackalope, Lightning Storm, Ash. So, they're playing Ash, which is different. I feel like a lot of these decks don't play standard hand traps like this. Like, if they play hand traps, it feels like it's like Shifter, or like super high impact hand traps. And then Nerval, Imperm, Fractal, Tanky, Kuraz. So we see Tri-Brigade versus this. Alright, Ancient Warrior Tri-Brigade. A lot of people have actually been asking to see this deck, so happy I get to show this off. Get rid of Tanky, go Surge, and that's going to summon itself out. And get rid of those for the double Dragon Lords. Effect of that, go Surge. It does get an effect when it's Link summoned, which is definitely different than normal. It's like when you summon it off a Tri-Brigade, you're just never getting that effect. And then Nerval effect to go Search. Search out the Kuraz. And then Kuraz effect to banish. They're going to banish 2. And then summon out Blossom. Blossom effect. Summon Fractal. And then get rid of those 2 to summon Silver. Blossom effect to draw. Draws Fractal. And then put back the Ancient Warrior. And then Fractal effect, banish 2, summon out the Bear Bloom, and then turn those into Appaloosa, leaving the Fractal on board. So maybe just leaving that as something to send for the double Dragon Lords. There's another card they have to out, otherwise it's just like a Tri-Brigade on board that they can just use its effect next turn. And then go ahead, set pass, draw trade in. That's not bad. They're going to go ahead and Lightning Storm, hit monsters, Card Destruction. Okay, so they're not even going to bother with this. Then they're going to get the Danger effect. We do also see Shifter here. So bring out Bigfoot. It just feels like cards like Ash Blossom are really weird in a deck like this because once you like get one card out of your hand, your entire engine just becomes that much weaker by like a percentage every single time. So it just feels weird to use cards like this compared to something like this where this is like always going to shut the opponent down. So like this card is just like insane if you can play it. But Bigfoot's hand effect, that's going to hit Shifter, summon, draw. Oh, that's so good because like I said with Ash, every time you use this you lose a card. Every time you use this, you're gaining a card. So you go from 3 cards in hand, before activating this, to 4. That just makes all your cards so much better. We see like 2 Gizmek go down. Nothing super crazy here. And then overlay for Ding. Ding effect, ascend, chain Imperm to negate that. And then activate Trade-In. It's going to discard Thunderbird, draw D-Shifter and Harpies, and then you're going to get Thunder effect, target Revolt, Chain Revolt, and then this is going to summon out. This was not summoned properly. They summoned this off of the Kuraz effect, and then they went Blossom, summon Fractal, so they actually can't summon out Blossom here. So definitely a mistake on their part. Does happen though. Seems like every time Nesh makes like a mistake, people comment down below, oh, he's a cheater. But like, oh man, like mistakes happen. Like I've made the same mistake plenty of times. You just like forget. You're just like not thinking about it enough because like it's just like a DB match. It's not like you're playing at like Worlds or anything. Thunderbird effect. And then this will go ahead, hit Kaiju, summon out, draws into an Allure. Okay, that's not bad. This... That was the Imperm column, right? Am I wrong? Set Imperm to... Yeah, that was the Imperm column. Wow. Did they catch it? Oh, they're not catching it. Oh no, it's so huge here. Because if that was negated, that was probably just game, right? Oh man, now they just get to keep going. Hits the Bigfoot. Okay, Bigfoot hit Omen. So at least they didn't hit like Nessie with that. That would have been kind of insane for them after the accidental cheat. Go ahead, that's going to hit the Kaiju, summon, draw into Reborn. That's going to let them get the other level 8 on board. But what does that actually do? I don't think that's game here. They're going to go for Lancelot. Okay, then Pain Ganger. Alright, so they're just going to go for a big Zeus. Go ahead, beat over, and then attack directly. And then, wow, it's like the Imperm misplay is actually just going to make it like really hard for them to win this. Pass, and then, oh my gosh, and they top deck Imperm. They're just going to Imperm Zeus, and that's game. Wow. There was a, like, I know there wasn't like a lot of back and forth, but like, my mental struggle in that match was a lot of back and forth, because like, Imperm misplay, Blossom misplay, and they kept going. They made the Zeus, top deck Imperm, like, So, going on to the next game, we are going to see the Danger deck decide to go second. Opening hands, we have, the Prime card. Best card in the entire deck. Gizmek, Trade-in, Allure, Gizmek, and Kaiju. This is good. Then, I guess they're going to have to draw into stuff to like really break the board, but they're going to have 5 draws next turn. You know, draw for turn plus draw 4 here. And then Ash, Kuraz, Imperm, Storm, Nerval. So they're going to start off by special summoning out the Kuraz by getting rid of Nerval, and then Nerval effect, grab Fractal, dump Kit effect, dump Fractal, and then Kuraz effect, go ahead and banish 2, bring out Bear Bloom, slap those into silver, and then we're going to see Bear Bloom effect activate here to go grab Revolt, put back Storm, and then set 2, pass, draw Talons. Hey, this isn't bad. I have a lot of draws going on here. Trade in, get rid of that, chain Ash. And then Talons to draw, draws Danger and Ash. Then activate Allure Darkness, draws Gozen Match. Okay, so Sides and Gozen Match going second. Thunderbird effect. Let's see, does this hit Jackalope? I'm so good. That's actually, like, it's just so good that they hit Jackalope. Like, that was the best hit. Go ahead, draw, and then you're going to get Jackalope effect. Bring out Bigfoot. And then special summon Kaiju over Silver. Then Silver effect, and then make these lose some attack. And then overlay for Lancelot. And then battle phase, attack directly. Activate Revolt, you know, mandatory negate. And then they're going to imperm that. Then go ahead, summon out, and this is going to be banishing the Lancelot, right? Yeah, go ahead, summon that out. They're going to go ahead, banish that. They're going to get their search for Kit. Main phase 2, set, pass. Draw order. So I think here like, you could go ahead and flip Goes in here, right? And then, like, your opponent can only summon Darks and Winds. But, I mean, obviously, like, they're going to have to choose between, like, Darks or Winds. But, like, what are they going to do? Like, they could get rid of Omen, go search out Nerval, summon Nerval, Nerval effect, banish to bring out double Dragon Lords. Yeah, that's a card. That is indeed a card. You do have Ash, though. You could Ash the Omen effect. Normal summon out Kit. So on that summon, you could flip Gozen. They're letting this go through. I feel like you goes in there. Kit effect, banish 3. And then they're going to chain Gozen match. And then they're going to bring out the Doom Eagle. And then get Kit Omen. Let me steal the pack name on Twitch so he gets mad. Never mind, he's trying too many names. Wow. I didn't know Pack was changing his name on Twitch. I'm assuming he's talking about like, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh pack. It's like, you know, we're watching Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's probably him. I didn't know he was changing his name though. That's cool. Like to see other people changing their names. I'm gonna be changing my name relatively soon. They're gonna go ahead, poke. I'm just like weighing out what I want to name it. We're gonna go ahead, poke, set order, pass, draw desires. That's just game. Like the Gizmek's just never gonna do anything with Doom Eagle up. So they're gonna banish, chain order, and then GG's. Wow, so we saw the danger deck just get 2-0'd there. Even after the game 1 accidental plane into the imperm zone. I mean, neither caught it. Like the imperm zone being missed, like forgetting about what column it was in, that happens a lot. We've seen that way too much. I mean, you know, the barrage combo where you move it. We've seen activate tanking the imperm zone of your own imperm in a money match too. Like we've seen it all. We have seen it all when it comes to the imperm. It's definitely unfortunate. Like I played in the imperm one time. Or like more than one time, but I remember one time specifically I played into it at locals, and the next like month at locals they just kept bringing it up. I was like, I still won the game. Like I remember that. It was funny though. It's kind of like a joke, just because they were like, you messed up. But we saw probably a misplay with the Gozen match. I feel like on the kit summon you flip it. I feel like you wouldn't have flipped it during like the draw phase, just because then you have to Ash the Omen, and you kind of want to have more cards for card destruction. So you could have just like left it and waited, and then when a normal summon kit, you flip the Gozen match, and I feel like you're in a, well, no, I don't want to say a good spot, but a decent spot there at least, because like you have Gizmek, this card, you know, banish 8, summon out. You can go ahead, banish the pop. So it wouldn't be like a crazy situation for you to be in, but you'd at least be, you know, not hit with Doom Eagle, which is making it so like Gizmek is just gonna banish it for cost and get shuffled back to deck. But then the order really just sealed the deal. We saw that the match was only 27 minutes long. That's a decently long match. I mean, like that's like average almost. But then when it comes to a deck like the Danger deck, which is usually, you know, winning the game very quickly or losing the game very quickly. It's usually one or the other. It's not a bad length match. It is cool to see him playing Gozen though, even like, because we see people side in like summon limit and stuff in this deck after they win game 1 because they don't know if they're going first or second. But they decided to put Gozen match in after losing game 1 and deciding to go second. So that's interesting. And they're playing Ash, which I still think is just bad. I feel like in a deck like this, you need high impact cards, or just don't play a card like this where it just, you discard it and it's usually not stopping your opponent. Like it can, like if you play versus Prank Kids, you can go ahead and like Ash a Prank Kid and like that could stop them. But yeah, I just feel like you need like high impact cards or stuff that just like doesn't net neg 1. Like activate discard and then you just have 1 less card in hand. I feel like you would want something like Shifter where like it actually is like super high impact, because this card also gets you 1 less card in hand, but this is always making your opponent's end board just way worse, like every single time, no matter what deck you're playing against, as long as it's meta. Like this card's insane. Everyone knows that though. Everyone knows D-Shifter's insane. And with that being said, that is it for this week's Funky Friday. The DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.